Good evening and welcome back, everybody, to SvS Summer League 2020 from MGE. This is week number 6. Fortunately, our first series of the weekend played earlier today at 2 p.m. was a forfeit. First one of the season, so actually I feel kind of okay about that right now. Given, everybody's time schedules and, miscommunication, this, that, the whatever. Internet connections, all that issues. So now we're walking into series number 2, which was supposed to be the first one here. Equinox versus Nova. Played last night. We had Sylvanik had some complete issues with his internet, so he's completely down. Caboose now subbing in for him. We got to see a little bit of the beginning of a cryptic game on King of the Hill, and I've had the privilege of speaking a lot with Reaps and Venom as they go through their process of learning and breaking down maps and figuring out their strategies. And so I feel pretty excited. I feel pretty good about this new Equinox squad with Venom and Reaps in here. But we'll see now. Savannah not on here. Caboose subbing in. I haven't played with Caboose in a long time. I know he's a good player. But we'll see if they can match up against the glitchy Dark Reaper, Leonoxide, and Monsters squad of this undefeated Nova team. Like I mentioned, there was our first forfeit earlier, which went to... Who'd it go to? Mind-boggling. There's now 4 wins. That's not updated yet on this standings. Craze Gaming going down to 4 losses. That pretty much secures Nova's spot in the number 1 seed, so really the fight here on the solar side will be for the 2 and 3. But totally different story up on the lunar side. It's kind of anyone's game right now. Mind-boggling with 4 wins, Lunatic with 2, Equinox down to 1. And we still got 3 games left in the season. So, I mentioned this the other day. These games still important because of seeding, and I think, having the home team advantage is important for these types of things. But, more often than not now, it's about the seriousness of these players getting together, being accountable, and developing good strategies for when the playoffs do hit, regardless of what maps and game types are chosen, because it's going to be a wide variety, and everybody from the team, all 6 members, will be playing at one point or another in those series. So that's going to be a very, very good time. Just waiting on a couple more players to get started here. The first map and game type, like I mentioned, Cryptic King of the Hill. It's going to be a good one. Let's see. In week number 3, we saw Nova, pretty much same lineup. Minus Glitchy, or excuse me, minus Nova plus Glitchy, put Nova on the other team. Nova lost this one 200 to 176 against Crazed. Not too bad. Outslide by a little bit. This map, from my understanding of it now, it's all about the rotations and zoning players outside of the rooms where all the hills are. There's a lot of different sort of avenues to get to the different hills, and obviously the rotation time as it switches every minute is an important factor. And you've got, the way I've kind of thought about it too, you've got the 3 hills, one's high, one's mid, one's low, in terms of just the straight up elevation. And while that might not be super relevant depending on where you're spawning and where you're coming from, it certainly can be important in terms of whether or not your team can appropriately set up for the right hill, whether you have that set up, and then how you might transition into getting set up for the next one. Something frequently done in these King of the Hill games is, even if you are not able to get in the hill, as long as you're preventing the enemy team from getting in the hill, sort of, again, zoning those players out there, then that's a victory, right? Especially if you're ahead. This one going to total of 200 seconds. I don't know about a viewer party right now. Dargan As far as I know, no one's joined up on that. So, yeah, you can definitely host it if you would like. Otherwise, you can just sit here and listen to my beautiful, beautiful voice. So I try and bring you all this action. Yes, Caboose is playing. I can confirm he is in the game. Now we're just waiting on one player. That's going to be Code Reaps Venom Dragon, who was just messaging me on Discord, so he should be coming in shortly. Caboose Venom Dragon, the one and only GT Reaps. Shout out to my co-caster who will be coming in with me on the next series after this, against the undefeated squad of monsters. Glitchy, new member here, Leon Oxide, and Dark Reaper. Yeah, it looks like they weren't able to find a Trident sub, so pulling in Caboose. Fortunately, Sylvanic not able to make it, I think due to some internet issues. But nonetheless, we can take a quick look at these stats here out of Equinox. Again, just have Sylvanic's record up here, but Venom and Reaps, new to Equinox. I believe Thermal is actually the new ghost that's picked up as well. But GT Reaps and Venom being real good friends. Coach and student, if you will, as well. GT Reaps doing a lot of coaching there and helping Venom. And, you know, real intelligent guys. Just like to talk about the game and strategize, play it well, break things down. So I have high expectations out of them. I mean, taking a look at just their stats, even from this year, KDA of 1.92 out of Venom. When we see him play, he definitely plays almost like a Trident. So definitely one of the better beasts in the league. And Reaps, arguably one of the weakest sleepers in the league right now, but I think that's just he hasn't had his time to shine yet. This is, you know, he's been knocked down time and time again. Now finally on a good team here. Feels good. Hopefully this is his time to shine and bring it back. And Dragon, as always. Super consistent. 18.75 kills per game so far. 58% accuracy. Good player. And of course, on the Nova side, I mean, there's not much to say here. These guys have been dominating the entire season so far. Each of them over 50% accuracy. Kills per game in the high teens, early 20s here. Didn't have a real solid beast. We haven't seen beasts play in the in this season as much anymore, and being one of the more elusive ranks here just so happens to be this year. But Glitchy stepping in, haven't seen him play yet. So it'll be nice to see that. But yeah, I expect a lot of things out of this matchup. You know, I was thinking about predictions and who's scheduled to win it. I mean, these teams have changed so much. I mean, Nova, obviously, they're just a favorite to win in general. But it's hard to compare them against this Equinox squad that, you know, hasn't had a chance to work together yet. So we'll see how these things go. Cryptic will be our first one. We'll get started very momentarily. Then it'll be Truth Capture the Flag. It's always a fun one, going to 5 caps. And Coliseum Slayer for our third. Of course, if we need it, Plaza Strongholds. Then Fathom Bombard. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Hope you're having a nice Sunday. I'm having a decent one. Would have liked to see the game earlier today, but, you know, life happens. It's all right. Now, getting to hang out. Hopefully watch this game. Looks like all these players are here. Just trying to get settled, situated. Yeah, let's hear it up for our players. Let's go. How's everybody doing in chat? Everybody having a good Sunday so far? Yeah, there is an Apex tournament happening after as well. That put on by Hellguard. Fortunately, we won't be casting that, not yet, but we're working on that kind of stuff in the future. I know I probably sound like a broken record most of the time. Like, yeah, we're doing this. We're going to do this. We are, I promise. If you want to get more involved and help us do that, definitely reach out. There's all sorts of work to be done, whether it's on the broadcasting media side, in terms of like helping create these graphics and work with organizing this kind of stuff, writing, even if you want to cast, try that kind of thing. Or on the more organizational side of things, running it, managing it, becoming an organizer, making sure everybody is where they're supposed to be, especially for events like this, rallying all the players and such, making sure everybody's got the right information, all that kind of thing. Everybody's got it out for Nova here. They're the team to beat. Big 5-0. At this point, it's interesting because spell your name right, Monsters. I thought I did spell your name right. Oh. It's funny, Monsters? I had it. Also, don't ever tell me what to do. But I had it right before, and somehow it got switched. So we can change that right now. I mean, I think it sounds better with an A, but no, I'm sorry, brother. Like that real-time editing right there. But enough of that. All these semantics. Come on. Let's get this game started, everybody. Let's go. Let's give it up for these two teams, all these awesome competitors. Thanks, everybody, for showing up. Thanks for the competitors, for the organizers, for everybody in chat. Hope we get some good games today. I'll do my best at casting them, following all the action as best I can. So we hop into our first game, Cryptic King of the Hill. So like I mentioned, this one, all about that rotation to control those rooms. We got 3 hills. We got Overshield that spawns first, and then that's the first room that the hill's in. These teams are going to be setting up, and what I expect to see is some really interesting rotations and flanks to determine, when a particular team has control of a room, how is the other one trying to break that? How are they trying to break that setup? So I'm going to start off actually with my good buddy Dark Reaper here, who's going to try and support his buddy Monsters, who grabbed that Overshield initially. Reaps, though, on the flank, grabs that plasma pistol, but Reaps does not allow it to happen. Dark Reaper playing his life well. Beating Dragon. Whew, nice shots there. Using his movement. Now he's going to take the hill for the first time. His team's a bit spread out, though. He's challenging down that long invis hall, or excuse me, teleporter hall. Now we've got 2 down for Nova. Dragon rotating around. Going to help out. Get the back smack on Monsters and keep his friend Venom alive. Now they're going to push in. Ooh. 1 down for each team. Tense start. Nobody really controlling this room super well. As these teams now, looks like Nova trying to go for that setup in the next room. A lot of them over in the purple hall area. Reaps down low in a bit of an unsavory location, though. He's going to get taken out. Now that's 2 down for Equinox. Though they don't elect to get in the hill yet. of Leonoxide. As we can see here, Venom's got this railgun. Just trying to zone it out, and they're still getting some time, even despite all 3 members of Equinox up there at the teleporter. They're going to get a couple kills, though. Now try and set up in this room. Nice kill there by Venom. Holding down this back area. This is a good chunk of time here for Equinox as they're right back in the game. Now the 10-minute mark hits, that next hill is going to happen. Switch. Venom flies over the top. They had control of that whole top area. Takes that teleporter. Looks like somebody else just got away with it. That's Leonoxide. He's being pummeled by Dragon, who's got a good angle, but there's 3 members of Nova inside that room. So they do have control of this hill. He's just trying to poke in and out, do as much damage as he can, but they know he's right there. Gets the shots of Leonoxide because his team's up top putting in all those shots. Now they have control. They have the slays. But that's 3 down. And Nova just continues to keep control of this red room. Red room being particularly pivotal. You have good angles, good routes to get into both hills. You can see here with our player outlines, it's just tough for Equinox to try and get into this room and take this hill. Of course, that will be 3 down, but it is as the hill moves. Looks like now, though, that Equinox has a good setup. Oh, good shot there by Caboose onto Glitchy with that railgun. That looks like it's going to be a double with it as well before he's taken down. Reeps getting a kill on Leonoxide. Leonoxide trying to figure out exactly where to stand so we can put the shots in on players coming to attack this hill. Fortunately, not able to get any more time on it. Does make a nice little jump, though. It looks like it's being guarded by somebody with a plasma pistol. That's Glitchy. He's taken out by Dragon as Reeps is there for the help as well. A couple players down this long haul. A couple little team shots, too, but looks like, look, Dragon there with a nice little flank. He's going to clean that up. Leonoxide coming down the side hall, purple hallway there. Again, good chunk of time bringing this back a little bit. 55 to 68 from Equinox. So I believe here this Invis is probably up right now, and it is. Almost a back smack. Couple of beatdowns. Still going to get it, though. That's Monsters. Now a little bit low out of position. Being chased. That overshield is completely gone, but wasn't without a good fight. See here, Dark Reaper. Pre-nading that room. His team spawns around him, now fanning out. Equinox taking a good approach to that off, coming in from different angles to get some good kills. Now that's going to be 3 down for Nova. That was a great collapse by Equinox. Sort of fanning out and attacking it from all sides. Good throw there. Nades by Reeps. He's got good shots. Still challenging this angle. That hill just moved again, though. Looks like Nova's just in slightly better position to take control of it. Oh, as I say that, that's going to be a couple down. Leonox is in here, though, to challenge. He does get the trade. Prevents maybe a second of time, but then another Equinox player is just going to rotate right in there and get some more real time. Let's go on here with Caboose. Haven't shown his point of view. Playing as a substitute in the Trident position right now. Holding down this red room. Nice nade by Reeps there to help out that player. Pushing from that door. You know, I don't have any listen-ins right now, actually, but next game, I will make a mental note to get in with one of these teams so we can get a little bit of insight into how they're communicating throughout these maps. This Caboose now rotating to the next hill location, chasing down this player. That's Glitchy. Got him one shot. Both of them are one shot. Going for the challenge, but look at that. Dark Reaper coming in for the support. All three players of Nova down pretty low. Dark Reaper sneaking up behind Reaps. Reaps in very unfortunate position. Couple teammates here dead though on Equinox. That looks like a decent nade. Almost the trade there. Dragon's in it for the cleanup though. Prevents them from getting a little bit more hit time, but Leon Oxide's right there. And as I say that though, very, very back and forth here. 106 to 112. Equinox now gaining a little bit more time. Dark Reaper gets a nice double off screen, but it's not influencing the room at hand. Potentially, though, the setup for the next one. Look at this. That's Nova. Ready for this setup. Man, all these shots glitchy in for the nice flank there to help Monsters take that kill. Monsters now realizing he needs to rotate. Hiding, trying to play his life. Go back in here, doing a nice little loop around, keeping that player distracted. Interesting how that green gun missed right off the bat there from Venom, but Venom does end up getting it and picking up a double kill himself. On board with him. Venom, one of the best beasts, I think, in the league. Incredibly smart player. Now Nova takes control of this green room. Look at that help there from Nova. Moss has finished off Dragon, even though Dragon gets Leon Oxide. Venom playing his life very well, but still trying to put on pressure. You can just hear it. Lost the lead, gained the lead, back and forth. Going to 200 points. 3 minutes, 45 seconds left in the game. This is when it starts to become crunch time. Though I doubt we're going to see a whole lot of scrambling out of these teams. Very, very well disciplined for the most part. Good nade by Glitchy for the double. Going to pick up a couple players down by Equinox. This is going to give Nova some more time and get right back in it. Now tying it all up almost. 144, 144. Stepping out this red room, you can see one person in the hill actually doing quite a bit to block both of those doors. His teammates help from both sides. Oh, Glitchy. Look at that, Leon Oxide in with the flank. As I said, a lot of these players recognizing, knowing the angles of all the maps and where they're able to go to get the flanks and the players that need help. That's a challenge. You can't all rotate. Somebody's got to stay in that hill. Interesting job now here. A couple of these players from Nova forced to drop down and low to gain their shields, but in this room, pretty difficult, even when you get players out of position like that, to take any time on that hill because it's so open. 3 down now from Equinox. This could be a big chunk of time. I'm hitting on the 2-minute mark here. 163 to 152. This is far from over, but it's also getting close to being over, if that makes any sense. Nice shots by Caboose. Monster's getting a little bit caught up there. This could be an opportunity here for Equinox to get back in this game, but dishing out the damage here, getting so many shots on all these players. Dogpiled, though. Nova does that. They pay for it, though. Getting down 3 now. 172 to 162. Equinox has control of this hill. Looks like there's a nice flank here by Venom. Putting on good shots. They need to kill this up, though, and there's the double or triple maybe out of Venom. Looks like just a double. And they're going to tie this up. 1 minute left in the game. Man, this is a nail-biter. Here we go. Look at this nice setup there. Good positioning from Nova in the back here. Couple players, one in the hill. This could very well close out the game if they play it right. Oh, awesome grenade by Nova, or excuse me, by Venom as well. You can see this. They have the lead. It is to only 235 seconds left in the game. Unless Nova makes a play, this looks like it's going to be it, and they do for just a moment, but not quite coordinated enough, not quite aggressive enough at the end there for Nova to be able to steal that one away. Nicely done by Equinox. Awesome control. What a game one to watch, everybody. 200 to 173. Whew. See if I can quickly update these graphics in real time here. Won't spend too much time on it. But, yeah, taking a quick look at these stats. Definitely outslayed Dragon and Venom with 27 apiece. But likewise, Glitchy, Leon Oxide, Monsters, and Reaper all hovering around the 20 mark. Some a little higher, some a little lower. But, man, nicely done out of these players. Again, seemed to be the difference there, just the rotations, you know, setting up for that next hill, flanking around. Really the difference maker there, and especially at the end, that's exactly you know, what caused them to finally just sort of take that win and secure it at the very end. We can jump right into it whenever these players are ready. To our game number 2, which will be Truth. Capture the flag. This one was not played by Nova, and this was the one that was our only tie here of the season, with Equinox and Fringe. Hey, Scar. MGL is the competitive side of MGE here, our little friendly gaming community, and we play a little bit different settings than traditional HCS, and a couple of different game types as well. There are no ARs, is Magnum. Magnum, no radar. With all the flags, it's not proximity return, it's always timed return. Goes to 5 caps. Trying to think if there's anything different. King of the Hill, like we just saw. 3 hill locations, I believe, on all maps, and they change every minute. Goes to 200 points. I want to try and update this graphic, but it's being a pain on me right now. Okay, maybe this did it.
Capture the flag.
Yeah, and no radar. The big thing that and only 1 grenade to spawn to start as well. That is also the difference. Starting off with a caboose here. Looks like there's not anybody really challenging. Just 1 player apiece almost, as everyone's electing to take some more advantageous positions. Dragon stuck in the bottom of his base a little bit here. Nova being very, very aggressive. Maybe a little too aggressive, though. Venom is able to come in here, and they're able to clean out their base. A couple go down. Oh, I say clear out their base. There's still a couple of Nova down below. Venom realizes that a little too late. We've got Leon Oxide and Dark Reaper down there. Dragon comes in for the help. Of course, they're going to keep up this pressure. Glitchy is flying across the map. A little too late. He realizes that. So he's going to jump up and try and just hide a little bit. Man, this whole time, Equinox is trying to get Nova out of their base so they can take a little bit of map control. Leon Oxide electing to play a little bit slower, wait for his team. And as I say that, that was the exact opportunity that Equinox needed to make a flag run. Glitchy with a nice perfect. Of course, Reap's going to come and grab the flag. And are they in a position to take it? Nope. It looks like Glitchy's going to do exactly that. Throw the flag out temporarily. Stop this capture. I believe it's 10 seconds for a return. Couple go down there from Nova, and this looks like it's going to be a cap here for Equinox. Oh no, not quite. Somebody grabbed it. That was a play. I missed that completely. Looked like that was about to be returned. Turns out it was not. Reaper now flying as well for the capture mark there. And now that's finally going to be returned, and Equinox will go on the board first. Leonoxide always prepared here for this overshield, and his team's there to support him out. See who grabbed this invis. That's going to be Glitchy. He gets some nice shots on Caboose, sticking up here top mid. He's down here to support Leonoxide, who's just waiting for him to come make a push. He signals the word, they come in, got that team shot, forcing Equinox to spawn over on the car side of the map here. Glitchy with this invis, nice stick as well on that. The one down, doing some nice sort of mitigation here. Equinox recognizing that they can't clear out their base, instead they're just going to go for the rotation. Make a play on the other side, force Nova to take this fight over here. But Glitchy still has this invis. He's grabbing the flag, getting the kill. Oh, but look at these plays out of Equinox. Last player in there, trying to do the impossible. And it looks like for now we might see another little flag standoff, as Reaps is bringing this one all the way back home. Just up 1-0 Equinox now. We see ourselves in a little bit of a flag standoff. I don't know who I want to focus on here. Monster's holding the flag here for Nova. Trying to do his best support with this Flagnum. Catches Dragon at the bottom of the map, but man, that Gunfighter Magnum is hard to hit shots with. Eventually does clean up Dragon. It's 2 down for Equinox, and they're going to tie it right up 1-1. What shots there by Monsters, though he's going to be called out immediately. They do not want to give up this top mid control. Leonoxide taking a very advantageous route to be grenaded. That's exactly what happens there. Root takes him out. Fighting now for this invis. Venom looks like he's going to get away with it. Good team shot. That's 3 down now for Nova. Reaps is going to try and make a play, but no, Monsters is there to stop it. Of course, Dragon and King in there to help make that a reality. Venom still with this invis, trying to play it very, very well, only taking shots he knows he can get. On a killing spree as he kills Glitchy, just waiting for his team. Nova realizing that they are not in any position to push out now. Overloaded, looks like, on this car side. That invis now runs out, but looks like Equinox is in a good spot here. Although a couple go down, 2 down for each team. But Venom's going to start this run regardless. Passes off to his team. This Nova's spawning in the bottom of their base. Gonna let that one return. They're still putting on good pressure, but man, what a grenade by Monsters. Go back on here with Reaps, who's got the carbine. One of the weapons we don't see, or at least I don't see too often on this map used, but for this, he's got good angles here on these players, but he's being shot still by Reaper, who's down bottom car side. Picks up the nice double there. Boost to finish it and end this flag run. So all the members for Nova are here on this car side. Equinox entirely in their base, punching up just a little bit. That's 3 down. This is going to be the start of another run here for Reaper. Thankfully, Darkin from Equinox is there. And Caboose spawns over in the bubble, and that is going to be a dead run. Invis popping up probably about right now. Glitchy's about to run a flag. I'm not sure who's ready for it. Looks like Reaps was, but he was taken out. Reaper, team captain and sleeper here on Nova. Doing his job, playing a great game so far. Good trade there as they go 3 down and are going to continue this run. Look at that, Reaper just playing that objective so much, just constantly going for it. In some cases, forcing Equinox. Oh, and that was a very, very clutch double there by Venom, preventing that flag run. Just being an absolute beast inside this base here. Going for so many slays. Sees all those players over on the car side. Likes to jump the flag out the middle. Not sure if he intended for that to be a missed flag grab there, but nonetheless, that one will die. And whew, what another intense game we see here. 1-1 with 4 minutes left in the game. Either team able to really gain control here. All these pushes being stopped, and despite players going 3 down, still not able to make that flag run across the map in a very quick fashion. That invis is up. Looks like Kevin and Venom are going to fight for it. Looks like Venom got away with it, though. Or no, I'm sorry, Venom was taken out with it. Good plays there by Reaper. Glitchy sneaking up on Reaps a little bit. Of course, Caboose is there. But man, look at that little spot map movement here out of Glitchy. Playing his life so well, trying to hold that top mid position. Monsters is there to support him. On board here with Venom, who's in a little one-on-one, but Glitchy's going to decide to come in and help him out as he was having some trouble. Again, Reaper being so aggressive in this base, just playing for these objectives. Monsters and Leonoxide now running this flag, and they looks like they might get this one in. They do, to go up 2-1 with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the game. Of course, now that's 2 down here for Nova. I wonder if Equinox is going to try to take advantage of this and kill some spawners. So they're spawning over in the car side, the bubble. Reaps is going to smartly jump this out the P side. That's going to be 3 down again from Nova. Do a nice job, and look at this nice run here by Reaps, not missing his juggles. That's what we like to see, and they're going to definitely tie this one up. Can he get it in? He doesn't yet. What a play. That overextend. Monsters in here, misses the beatdown, but gets the flag grab. Where is this flag? Caboose has it in the back of the base here for Equinox. They're just diving at this flag. Leonoxide this time getting it all the way to bottom P. 3, 2, 1. Glitchy's not quite there for it. This should be a tie game, right? Yes. 2-2, 1 minute, 25 seconds left in the game. This is quite the nail biter, everybody. I hope you're enjoying this as much as I am. Who's on a killing spree? Looks like we've got Dragon here with this invis. This could be a big moment. If Equinox can capitalize on using this invis appropriately. Oh, he's going to be spot out. Oh, he doesn't die here, though. He's trying to get away. Got to play his life. They're hunting for him hard. He's just trying to live. He has the support of his team. 2 of these members now following him to the bottom of the base. That could be a mistake for Nova. His Venom here is top mid, now raining down these shots. If you can force players to stay in the bottom of their base, that's always going to be a good thing. Trying to get a little cheeky there on Monsters, but Monsters doesn't let it happen. He's able to get out of his base. They kill Equinox a couple times. Now it looks like this actually could be a run here from Nova. Gonna desperate this a little bit. Remember, this is going to 5 caps, so even if this does actually get to overtime, the game is not over at 3. But there you go. With 10 seconds left in the game, Nova able to string that one together, get the slays that they need. You can see here, Reaper just hiding in the base, taking this position, making sure they can't get that. Whew! What a game to watch. 3-2, Nova takes that one. I don't know what to say there. Amazing, amazing plays out of all those guys. I mean, look at the... what's interesting to note here is the difference in damage between Equinox and Nova. Nova putting out 4,800, 4,000, 4,300, 3,000 to the, you know, high to mid 3,000s there out of Nova. Nova just playing a better objective game, stringing together the kills at the right time in order to do that. Of course, that being said, not heavily outslayed, if outslayed at all. Pretty equal spread. Leonoxide struggling a little bit with the kills there, but the assists as well out of both teams, just really showing you how these guys are all working together so well. All right. Well, we're up 1-1. I actually want to request, if anyone's listening, if I can get in to somebody's for a listen-in next game. See if I can get an invite. That would be awesome. From either side. There we go. Reap's getting me into this party. Like it. I said I wanted to do it for truth. Of course, I forgot. As we get into this next game.
Or dies, that's all. Even in Slayer.
Kali Slayer going to be the next one. Equinox has not won a Slayer game yet this year. I know I keep mentioning, like, yeah, their stats are not great. They're 1-4 in the standings, but this is a completely different squad. This is the top 4 we're seeing here. So definitely, you know, we're used to seeing a lot of times in the earlier half of the season, seeing a lot of Ghosts and Fires playing, and now we're seeing the Trident Beasts side of things. So, you know, histories of these game types are not necessarily indicative of what this game's going to be. And, you know, that being said, every game is different. Like, you should never go into any game, like, just basing how you think you're going to perform or your enemies can perform based off statistics. You just go in, you play the best game that you can possibly play. So, Nova going up. Quick 3. Monsters there has that sniper. Venom, though, doing a good job pressuring those players. Getting a good stick on Glitchy to put themselves on the board. 4-1. So it looks like a couple members from Equinox going to flank in there. Force Nova back into that base. Venom with a nice double there for a couple grenades. Still just down 3. Glitchy with a little body shot there. He's going to finish off that kill on Venom. He's got this sniper on the Nova side. Well, on the blue side, but I mean for Nova. Trying to catch these players, figuring out where they're spawning. Whiffed a shot there. Looked like that should have connected. I'm sure he's a bit frustrated with that one. Now rotating back into cave. Interesting positions here. Looks like Nova not quite working together. Really want to try to enable your sniper to do a lot of work here. Glitchy seems to be kind of on his own. He's going to be caught out, and those players from Equinox pushing in there. Glitchy smartly trying to rotate back. Just can't find the heads or any bodies yet with this sniper super well. But as I say that, you know, these Nova players are being very sneaky, rotating through into red base. There we go. Venom finally cleaning up. And Leonoxide is going to come away with that overshield. Overshield, another one of the differences with the MGL settings here. Overshield on this instead of rockets. Power-ups add a nice element to this game that seems very competitive. Having one on the map instead of a couple rockets is always good. Leonoxide caught a little bit out. His buddy here up on the blue bridge, Glitchy, sort of being collapsed in on, but Glitchy able to pick up the nice double with the help from Leonoxide. Lucky Lauren always cheering out for Nova and Dark Reaper. Thanks so much for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed these games as much as we do. Reaper doing some nice little moving there. Leonoxide, though, is going to take the head off of Dragon as Reaper jumps over him. Now goes to help in this cave. Does just that. Going to get hit by a little bit of a team nade. Dragon knows he's over there, though. As Monsters comes in to try and help, it's going to be a bit challenging, but man, his survivability in that moment. Very impressive here now. This good high ground now. Just as I say that, Dragon gives up that high ground. I'm not sure I really like that play. Being a little bit too aggressive, maybe thinking there was a player somewhere where there wasn't. Of course, as a caster, I always have the advantage of the player outlines, as these players do not. 30 to 22, down 8. Pretty consistent here for the better part of this game. Nova. Leonoxide barely escaping with his life. Just getting his shields back over here in red base. Knows there's a player up at this overshield spawn. Gonna try and do some movements, but Venom's there for the flank. As everyone's kind of trying to set up for this next one. Everybody wishing that they had stickies. Saw a couple already today. That's Venom from Equinox who ends up getting away with this overshield, though it's quickly pretty much burned out now. Lead cut to 5. And as we reach the middle part of this game, I want to go into a quick listen in with this Equinox squad, see how they might try and bring this one back.
There's one blue grass.
He's red grass right now.
I'll push up red ramp.
Maze, red yard.
Bottom mid, he's going blue silver. Red silver, sorry.
Look at that.
Fucking
Shit.
melee me. Red sneak,
Yeah.
what's up?
Weak on snipe. Glitchy.
He's one shot on
Red
lift.
cave. They spawned red cave.
I got one behind me. Red cave.
We got a
Through
player
the
lives
armor,
here,
through the
guys. Red BR.
Got him. He's dead.
I'm coming up behind you, Reaps. I'm gonna push through red ramp
Yeah,
here.
Pat's alone. Yeah, you're
Sniper
alone.
coming up
Yeah.
at 30.
Top rocks. Top rocks.
Red elbow, one
One
shot.
shot,
Don't
red
push it.
elbow.
Just hold that spot.
Sniper's
I'm
coming up
spawning
at
ready.
30. Come back.
You got the guy
Blue
shooting you,
VR,
I got
Nice
the guy shooting
bait.
you.
Nice bait.
Top rockets, top rockets.
Any shot from blue cave area?
Bottom red. Bottom red. Bottom red.
Blue
Oh,
cave,
man.
definitely
Red
blue
maze.
cave.
Red maze. Red maze.
I
Nice
got red
kills.
maze, he's dead.
Nice shots, nice
I'm
shots.
dead, no, I'm dead. We gotta get that sniper.
Bottom
Gonna
red
win the
base.
game, we get it. Sniper up.
I got snipe. I got snipe. I got it.
Okay.
Blue BR.
Man.
Stay alive. Stay alive. Get
Blue
off.
cave,
Get
blue
off. You guys are
Phantom,
flush.
staying
Get
alive.
out of there.
Yeah, blue cave.
red
Red flag.
blue.
Red flag. Red flag. Red flag.
Shit.
Back off if you can. I can't get a
He's
shot.
one shot red ramp. One shot red ramp. Oh no.
We're setting up for OS. Oh,
Nice,
the OS
nice.
is up. OS is up. Look at it, look at it, look at it.
I
We took
spawned.
too
Red
long.
oven, red oven.
They got OS. Call them
You
out.
got OS.
We
It's
gotta
bottom
burn 'em.
red. Bottom red.
Hey,
OS.
bottom red,
Yeah.
bottom
One
red.
shot
I
red
got bottom
BR.
red.
Three bottom red.
One
Three
shot
bottom red. Three bottom red.
Just milk him, milk him. Keep running, keep running, keep running.
I got one. I got one. Top cat dead. Dead.
Blue.
You're dead.
Two blue. Two blue.
OS is melted.
2 in blue cave. 2 blue cave.
Yeah, I'm backing up, I'm backing up.
I got one.
Top
I
cat,
got
top
one.
cat.
Bottom blue,
They
bottom
got
blue,
sniper.
bottom blue, bottom blue.
Top cat's still there.
He's weak,
Nice,
bottom
help.
blue.
Top cat's
He's weak,
dead.
bottom blue.
Top
Blue
cat's
elbow.
dead.
I heard,
Blue
I'm
elbow.
looking.
Blue elbow.
Blue elbow's one shot. Blue elbow one shot. And blue bridge.
Blue elbow dead. Blue bridge. Blue bridge still.
I got
One
one
shot.
of me on.
What the fuck?
I got one of me on red BR. With snipe.
I don't live.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
One chasing Eddie.
Yeah, you got me. Fuck.
No.
It spawned me in red.
Okay,
Spawned the rest of you in blue cave.
Close one there. They almost brought that one back. Comm's a little sporadic, but people seem to be listening to each other well, so that's always good to see. Or good to hear, I suppose I should say. Man, what a nail biter, though, at the end there. 50-45 going to Nova. We'll go up 2-1 in the series here. Quickly checking out these stats. Monsters 16 and 13. Leon Oxide struggling a little bit there, 9 and 11. Likewise on the other side, Dragon really hurting on the Equinox side, making the difference there a couple times in his POV. I just saw him be a little bit aggressive, and Nova really took advantage of that. Well, we're going into a Plaza Strongholds. It's always a favorite of mine here. This one again, a little bit different than your HCS settings for Strongholds. The time to cap is reduced significantly when you're by yourself, and it's increased quite a bit when you have a teammate to really incentivize that team play. And we go to 200 points, and you still score, even though you even if you only have one. So it creates an interesting dynamic towards the end of the game when you only have one, but you're up by a fair amount, and that's you can kind of close out a game even if you don't have full control. So people like it, so people don't like it. Sometimes it can create a little bit of like, well, it's just a done deal at this point, but really forces that total control to be very important. Especially in situations like that, because in that scenario, obviously, the enemy is not scoring while you're getting 3 points a second. Nova up 2-1 in the series. Plaza Strongholds is our game number 4. Still be on board for a listen-in with this Equinox squad. I want to start off here, though, with GT Reaps and see what he kind of elects to do at the beginning of this match. Obviously, we've got a fight for that power up there. Looks like Reaper is going to get away with it. And in this case, all of Equinox electing to just dogpile in, take this one stronghold, and then split up. Go 2 separate ways outside. It looks like Nova allowed them to do that. King Caboose trying to help out Reaps. Looks like got that shotgun doing good work on Glitchy. Now Reaps and Venom go ahead and take the bottom stronghold. This is a map in particular, or excuse me, a game type in particular, where the slays don't matter nearly as much. As your objective and your movement here. Online with Dragon. Again, being very aggressive here, just running into the backs of a couple players. Still gets good shots off, but eventually Glitchy cleans him up. Now you can see the typical setup that you see probably in HCS here, or this bottom mid and nest area. So this is where Leon Oxide is my go-to spot. This Caboose comes in, the nade on Reaper. Now you can see 3 members of Equinox just really trying to take those strongholds really quick. You get 3 members in there, it can happen very quickly. Monsters with a double. And there's the triple. Sorry we missed that. Should have probably switched to his POV, but you can see it from that other point of view, just that dog pile, and he was just in the right place at the right time. Nova having the superior angles, shots in the bottom mid. Of course, just as that happens, another 3 players go down for Nova, and Equinox is going to go and take bottom mid back. Now in this total control, forcing all of those players to spawn over in the plaza area, and Venom is going to run this shotgun, as he knew exactly when it was going to spawn. Looks like Leonoxide, though, pulled away with that invis. Nah, he's going to be spotted out. He tries to get away. Monsters is going to get him. Leonoxide stays with him to take that capture. Now they're going to rush bottom mid, take this one in a matter of seconds. Equinox trying to come down and do the work. Reaps with a nice double. Now they're going to take bottom mid right back again. Going quite back and forth. 3 down from Nova. Equinox doing a good job. Reaps missing his jump a little bit there, but that's okay. He's going to run up with Dragon. They're just playing this rotation game here. They want to hold Nest, but Nova recognizes that's the case. Flooding back with it with almost all their members. Go on board here. I want to wait till Glitchy Spawn seems to be playing well this game. Nova now takes a total control. Glitchy recognizing they're going to go here for this yard, and it looks like Venom's just going to take that one on his own. Reaper thought about challenging, now looks to get some high ground instead. It's a good shot there on Venom, and now he says, well, I guess I'm here, I might as well take this base. Again, doing it alone, we'll switch out of his POV to sort of some more actions. Reaps is down here in this bottom mid, defending this nest area, potentially trying to make a play for yard. Up a little bit, game goes to 200, so we're far from over here. And similar in sometimes in King of the Hill where you elect just to gain control versus fly the objective, that's exactly what you tend to see these players do. Of course, 2 down now for Equinox. Venom has to sort of play a little bit conservative, but Dragon wants to be very, very aggressive, so... Looks like there is a player there with Invis right on the left. Venom doesn't recognize it. It's Leonoxide who's taken down. And this is another total control here by Nova, just doing a good job. Reaper with a double kill, finishing up these players on Nest. And now he's going to try and jump in with his buddy Zach there to try and get this one. Monsters going to kill Code Caboose. And another total control. Equinox just sort of falling apart here, having good momentum. And now Nova just running on them. Back and forth. Finally stemming the bleeding. Venom recognizing now all these players are stacked up on the Nest side. So he's going to make these call-outs as his players are taking some high ground in the mid position. And this should be a good 3 down. Nice movement and pinch there from Equinox. And now you can see this, Venom rotating right back around. Knows players are going to come from this angle. Just looks at the wrong direction, though. Expecting them maybe to already be in bottom mid. As Kevin and Leonoxide are now hopping in bottom mid to take control. Another friend joins the fray. Reaps jumping in. Gets the trade with Leonoxide as he gets some nice shots off on it. 98 to 103. Currently about halfway into this game. Reaper sort of stuck down there in a little bit of a disadvantageous position. Equinox leaves them, so he gets a chance to flank, but of course he runs into all 3 of them and just took Nest. Monsters now spawning, of course, again running into this Equinox squad. Now they seem to be running a little bit better together. Venom here playing this well. Got the shotgun in hand. Haven't seen him use it. No, he can though. Look at this Joe's shots as he cleans up Venom. Boost taken out at the Prius, but that player not gonna try and take a position they know they can't hold. Venom now rotating appropriately. It's constant sort of repositioning, playing your life, but also rotating around. And now they're gonna go in here for this total control. Not sure I particularly like that decision. Venom makes a quick jump now. He's going to try and take a better position here as they get out of yard. He's rotating around. His map movement is pretty phenomenal. He's ready for that player, although he flies in a little too quick. And nice stick. I'm not sure if that was his or somebody else's or what happened there. Caboose gets the perfect over on Leonoxide and then is taken out himself. Reaper spawning over in the cafe, excuse me, in the plaza area, missing that whiff. Eventually, getting the kill on GT Reaps. 137 to 145. This one is a nail biter. I shouldn't use that word again. I probably should change my vocabulary, but I'm very tempted to bite my nails. Oh, Venom almost getting away with that, but Leonoxide's on top of it. That would have been a very, very advantageous grab from Equinox side, potentially even locking in the win here. Dragon just struggling with that shotgun a bit. Leonoxide doing a little boost there from the garage side. Showed me that in customs. Can get quite a bit of speed going down ramps if you hit them at just the right angle. Now it seems that Nova is going to take a little bit of control of this game as they now pick up a couple of points, strongholds, and are forcing Equinox to spawn over in that cafe side. Leonoxide, recognizing that's the case, tries to play his life, but Reaps has a good angle on him. Glitchy, though, flanking in behind. And they're going to lose that one. Fortunately, looks like Glitchy might have naded monsters just a little bit. Now it's being shot in the back. Trying to figure out, tough spot to be in, bottom dip, when you've got a bunch of members from Equinox flying in on you there. That's 3 down for Nova. And they're going to take back another one. Venom up here at the nest position, not really trying to take that by himself, just get a better angle on opponents. If they just continue to hold these two for a little bit longer, that should lock in the game, and we're going to go to a game 5. I'm sure that's what they're thinking about right now. 181 to 164. I'm going to go into a listen-in on their team just to figure out how they might try and close this one out.
One shot of garbage.
Dude, he's weak and not a mid. Don't let him cap that. There you go. There you go. There you go.
Watch your spawns, Eddie.
Top
Watch your
dip,
spawns.
garbage,
Think about-
garbage, garbage.
Camo's 30. Camo's 30. This is the big play.
Garbage.
I'll be
Please,
honest,
on
if we just hold one, they can't win.
Two
Just
weak,
hold
bottom
one.
mid, 2 weak.
Don't
bottom
let up. Don't let up. Alright.
I'm not,
turn,
I'm
your
just
turn.
saying.
Yeah. You're good.
Camel's
you're
up,
good.
camel's up.
Camo, camel's up,
GG's.
camel's up.
GG's.
Camel's up.
GG's. GG's.
Camel's up,
Just hold your.
goddammit! I said camel's up, goddamn Kim!
You heard that. Caught him right at the end there. Quick victory. The listening, having the confidence, but also saying, hey, let's not let up. Let's not let up. That is always what you like to see out of these teams, making sure that everybody's keeping their heads in the game, because if you don't, sometimes they can just get away from you, and the game is not over until it is over. So that last one going to Equinox Plaza. Jump in here to take a look at the quick stats while I update the scores. I want to show you guys the cool stuff I'm trying to do. 200 to 175 was the last one there. Pretty even spread, it looks like, from the captures. Quite a bit of secures out of Venom doing that work. You saw him a lot rotating around, flying around, especially with that shotgun. Equal amounts of total controls from both. On the damage side and the KDA side, again, Venom going off 15.6 KDA and Monsters 15.3. So looking pretty even in general. Obviously going a little bit more positive out of the Equinox side. And likewise on the damage, again, pretty well spread out. All hovering between 3 and 4K here. And again, almost like identical when it comes to these slays. So quite the game. It just goes to show you that with these type of, you know, caliber of play, the decision making is really what's making the difference here, and everyone's showing up to play. So that's quite nice to see. Our final one here, always a fan favorite, is going to be Fathom Bombard. Love this one. Oh man, my graphic is not doing what I want it to do. No, graphic, come on. Be better than this. There you go. And that's what I'm kind of going for these, by the way. We'll see how this works out for us in the future. A little bit difficult to edit in real time. Thanks everybody for being patient. Man, what a game. Saw Equinox win. Cryptic, King of the Hill, first one. Nova taking the next two, Truth and Coliseum. And Equinox coming back, playing a real solid at Plaza. Strongholds, our last one, Fathom Bombard, always a favorite. Always a favorite map. One of my favorite game types, mixing the blend between objective play and Slayers. If you're not familiar, Bombard, it's a neutral assault variant where you also get points for kills. So 1 point per kill and then 20 points for a bomb cap. The bomb caps are pretty quick too. And especially on Fathom Bombard, if you are not paying attention to where that bomb is, you can easily go down by 20 points. And the state of the game can change very, very quickly. There we go. Almost didn't show you the game screen. Alright, we're going to start off here with Venom as he played so well last game. Making a jump 4 top mid. Looks like he's going to elect to just run away with it as he gets it. But he's going to be hunted down by monsters. And we'll flip to his POV. The other big Slayer on this team. Trident versus Beast. Venom, in many cases, playing quite like a Trident in his own right. Oxide's struggling a little bit today, but he's doing his best, playing it slow here, down low, putting in good shots. Reap's doing a good objective play here, hiding the ball. It's really, you can say that's why this game has slowed down so much. And finally, Monster spots him. Reap's recognizes that's the case, so he puts in some good shots. But Monsters is able to stay alive.
Ball incoming.
Now you can see here Leonoxide and Reaper, who were hanging out in the back of the base, just making sure that couldn't happen, have a little bit more freedom to go put pressure on this new ball spawn.
You have the ball.
Now Equinox top mid, and look at these 3-4 players from Nova pushing from the red tree side house. You do not get revealed when you get hit by damage. Of course you do when you get shot by a player. They know where you are and call you out. Reaper now recognizing this, is gonna drop the ball, put in good shots. The couple are gonna go down for Equinox. One hit kill is that ball. Reaper's gonna go in and try and get a plant here. Is he gonna be able to do it? He's on the board. No, he's not. What a play by Dragon, grabbing that ball, taking it out of there. That arm sign is still there, so Glitchy is just trying to hold down this location, but it's looking like that is a dead plant. Nice play there by Dragon. That was pretty huge. Of course, this gives still Nova an opportunity to get away with this invis right at the, looks like 9:48 mark. Now Leonoxide's going to flank around this ball position from the Equinox side. putting in all that damage that the enemy doesn't necessarily know you are there. Think you're fighting a 1-on-1 and now you're fighting a 2-on-1. And Oxide trying to be the aggressor here, picking up a good double kill. Staying in this corner side, forcing enemies to spawn either in their engine or over in the vat. Up 23-16, strictly because of slays here, is this Nova team. That is quite okay. Plenty of time, plenty of points for a comeback here. Venom just trying to get this backsmack on Reaper. Reaper doesn't know where he is. Finally boosts to get the kill. And is he just going to walk into this base? Where is the enemy team? They've gone completely out. He went to the wrong base. That's what happened there. Looked like Venom and I are on the same page thinking like, oh wow, he's going to get a cap, but nope. Electing to possibly bring the ball to his own base, but of course when you have that ball, Nova smartly going back to their base, making sure that can't happen. So not too much lost there. I've seen a lot of good ball kills with this, which I love to see. Get nice up close and personal. One hit kill with that ball. Feels so satisfying, the crunch of that ball on your enemy's skulls. Monsters very nicely there, recognizing you can't make any plays. Gonna take that off the map. Glitchy now, with the help of his team, gonna get that, but look at the shots by Venom, denying that power-up to be used to any effect. 33-24, down 10 kills here. Nova is doing a very good job at slaying out and preventing any ball cap. And taking this top middle position, I mean, that's what you want to see. And Fathom, that top mid is just always advantageous. I think that was Reaper with the killing spree. Staying with him. Looks like now they've got 3 members in this base. All of them probably will die to that bomb cap. They don't, but... oh, there we go. They do get it. And now go up 60-28. I believe... yeah, that is the first bomb cap of the game. Monsters and Leonoxide flanking in. Reaper getting a nice one on Reaps now. Monsters cleaning up Venom. They're making a real hard push here, being very, very aggressive. Monsters hunting for that triple. Doesn't quite get it. The boost, though, gets the double instead. Leonoxide really wanted to follow up. Gets a nice trade there with Venom. Prevent any real momentum from Equinox. Doing a good job playing his life. Gonna go up into this red tree as we players are all trying to set up for that invis. But Nova is really crowding that up there, especially Reaper, who has the ball. Now he's gonna try and make a little sneak into the base here. He will be met by this player. Gonna get the back smack on him is Caboose, but Monsters is there for the follow-up and still in the base. No one's cleaned him up yet. Hunting with this Railgun, getting the double kill there. And a couple double kills out of Monsters, being able to play his life so well. And the support, look at this Nova squad just come. As soon as Monsters gets a double, he says, let's go. We need to push this now. I'm in their base. They do just that. Go up 95-37. And here we are. Leonoxide gets this invis. Looks like Dragon was looking for it. Equinox kind of falling apart just a little bit here. Certainly losing control, as we've seen Nova now take this bomb every single time. And Oxide now finally hitting his shots. Seen him struggle this series, but look at it. Oh, he almost gets the beat down. Well, down about 60 points. They need some good caps here to make a comeback, and Leonoxide gets the double off screen. Nova is just playing it so well.
Ball incoming. New ball spawn. Enemy has the ball.
Reaps, though, having good prediction. I think that was Reaper again going in for that ball grab. Keeping this top mid position, but Nova doing a good job to stay out of sight of it, despite the fact that Equinox has this control. There we go, he spots that player over at the vat. That's Reaper going in for a real sneaky bomb plant here. He's going to be met by Dragon, but you can't do that. It's just a straight up ball kill, and they're going to go up 128 to 50. Of course, this gives Caboose the opportunity to come away with this invis, but man, these guys have to play damn near perfect Halo now. As like I mentioned, Nova can just slay this one out, 20 more kills. Bold grenades going in from Equinox, just piling in that engine side. Venom getting the double. Like to see Code play with this invis a little bit more. Possibly move to try and flank some of these players spawning. If he does that, he's going to get this ball. This looks like it's going to be a bomb plant for them. It is, just barely. Nicely done, but with 250 left in the game, they're going to have to keep doing that in order to keep this one. I'll have to take this one in this game number 5. After this match is over, I believe we will have another one coming up. If not immediately, then very shortly after, so make sure you stay tuned. Get to watch some more awesome Halo. Again, more Trident, Beast, Anchor, and Sleepers on our last 2 teams for the weekend in this week number 6 of MGE's SvS Summer Squad season.
Enemy has the ball. Enemy has the ball.
Seems like a little all she wrote here at this point.
Ball incoming.
87 to 142, only 8 kills left to go, but even if that is the case, only a minute 30 left as well. Still playing a little bit, but definitely seems that this one might be not quite winnable. For Equinox, you know. And I was mentioning earlier, you know, this, if anything, this Nova was already locked into the number 1 seed. And this just basically for brownie points in practice for them. But for Equinox, it's sort of the same thing. Everybody here makes it into the playoffs. And so these guys can take a look at this footage, especially against this particular Nova roster. Gives them good insight onto their strengths and weaknesses, the kind of setups they have, and learns from them in terms of their plays. Figure out what happened this game, how they can prevent it from happening again. Reaper just being a nuisance that whole game with the objective play. Shout out to him for doing that. And looking at the stats, though, the kills, you know, out of the Nova squad, you know, all in the 20s here. As this game looks like it's almost going to time, though. It probably will be finished, and it is right there. 150 to 97. Not a bad game. Not a bad game. Definitely like Nova picked up that momentum, able to get a couple of those bomb caps real quick, and really being up on the slates for the most part that whole game made that really difficult. But good plays to all of our players here. Reaper with that objective play, 106 seconds for that ball time hell. On the other side, 86 out of Venom, 64 from Reaper, doing good work there. And the kills, yeah, spread pretty evenly across the board, but definitely, you know, Reap's struggling on that game for sure. And making that a difficult one for them to win. The other stats here worth noting. The accuracy out of monsters, 61.9%, 3,600 damage, 3,500 damage there out of Leon Oxide. Really having a good game that time. Saw him struggle a little bit the previous one. Yeah, good game. Good best of 5 there. Thanks to both of our players, or both of our teams, all the players on the teams. Now, well, let me update this graphic real quick. Can someone tell me, we've got one more match left tonight. It's scheduled to go at 8 p.m., but I was briefly informed by Final Boss that that might happen immediately. And I'm just wondering, you know, would you like to keep the stream open and do it that way, or shut it down and start it again? Somebody let me know as I update this stat real quick. Play you guys a little bit of music. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Hope you had a good time. I always do, watching Halo, and I feel like I get better at it every time I do it, so it's always exciting. Oh, but it is getting hot in my room.